These humans are so easy to work with." While the other keepers only saw him being very attentive to these new human beings, he was manipulating them into doing what he wanted while making it seem that it was all their idea. Braccus would then jump in and act as a mediator when fights broke out between the humans they now called villagers. The other keepers did their best to settle the unrest developing between the people they had nurtured for several months, given names and taught professions to. Totally mystified by the conflicts, they did their best to construct the new worlds with rules set up by I Am. Unable to find a reason for the strange behavior, other than perhaps a flaw in the new creature's overall design. I Am had said they weren't perfect. Highly emotional and susceptible to outside influences were his exact words when instructions were handed out about them. Love them in a way and help them find their way. Show them how it should be and they will learn from you. Hard work was encouraged, some healthy competition to keep them motivated. Rewards were intended for those who had earned them. If you spent more time working on your house, it would be larger and prettier than your fellow villagers. That was understood. But even to this sound reasoning, Braccus managed to add his own version of progress. Sure, your hard work would be noticed. But then if their houses accidentally caught fire because it had the misfortune of being struck by lightning, not once, but several times, then they could sleep in your barn with the animals. This made you a good person, didn't it? Respected and depended upon by your neighbors, even if it was you that bargained with your soul to have that lightning storm strike. All this was happening with Braccus' assistance from the shadows. What was already present in their nature was so easy for him to work with. Unfortunately, there were a few that seemed to be resistant to his suggestion. They pulled back and denied the darkness. He was very frustrated by these humans and expressed disgust for the light that dwelled in them, the part that was so deeply ingrained by a higher force that they could fight his suggestion. He was forced to wipe away their memories of his attempts to change them, hiding his activities from I Am a little longer. He still had a few that he was having a great success with, and he was having a wonderful time seeing the effect they were having in their various locations. Thomas had listened to his stories day after day. After many battles fought with this beast who had simply sat next to the young man as he healed and shared his activities with him. Talking to him like he was a good friend, he had expressed delight in having someone to discuss his plans with. What bothered Thomas the most, what hurt him the most, was the fact that he almost enjoyed these times, the calm moments when he didn't have to feel all the anger, the constant fighting and planning to escape this hopeless situation he was in.